Hello friends, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. This is Yogi from Christchurch, New Zealand. So today is a rainy day, so I put the fire in my hut for the first time, and you can see there is a lot of smoke is coming out from my stove. I have a music system, I have a cup of tea, the sugar, tea, some milk powder and a water bottle, some battery charger, and this is my water. It took me half an hour because all the wooden wood was quite wet, and there's my shoes, you can see all are wet. So finally we can see a proper fire there today. For the first time I'm feeling very excited. Yeah, I don't know any of you guys put the fire like this ever before, put a campfire. So sing out if you have done the same. I'm going to put, because of too much raining outside and it is very cold actually. Yeah, so I just put some fire. I'm going to prepare some tea. I'm feeling very excited. Yeah, because fire. Yeah, I bring all this wood inside some plywood which I just remove from the pallets. This is the good um, good wood coming out of the pallet. I'm just going to nail out all these wooden pallets. Oh, it's burning so beautiful. This is another ply. I could remove that. This is another ply. That is my bed. I just put it all over the place. But yeah, of course, I'm just going to prepare a nice cup of tea and to discuss about the short skill occupation list today of Portugal. So I got a lot of call from some of my followers. They were curious to know what we can go do occupations in Portugal. So if you're really looking for a Portugal is a tourist place actually in Schengen zone actually. So I'm just also checking my tea. So Portugal is also a tourist place, and there are a lot of farming jobs are available in Portugal. Coming back to how you guys can settle there, so it's a big question because these guys was talking about what kind of jobs they can look at. So of course when it comes to Shenzhen John, I just put my camera here and we will talk while I'll just I have to put some wood also there because otherwise I will lose my fire. Yeah, and we also want to dry some wood as well in the same time. Yeah, so in like unlike other countries, Portugal is also having a short skill list of IT people. So when it comes to the IT occupation, I'm talking about the data entry role, basically the data analyst, software engineer, the hardware engineers, and who can assemble the complete computer. So the another occupation is shortlist in Portugal is a lot of hospitality managers actually. So when we talk about the hospitality manager, we are talking about the hotel manager, a restaurant manager, and grocery store managers. So because Portugal is having a lot of tourism and people from all over the place, specifically in Europe countries, they used to visit to Portugal just for tourism purpose. So it has opportunity with lot of restaurant jobs specifically. When we talk about the restaurant jobs, so of course we can't ignore chef the party. a restaurant manager, of course a cook, a Indian cook, or like a Pakistani cook, because Portugal is having a lot of mostly 50%, more than 50% is population belongs to Indian people from Goa, as I mentioned in that previous video. So a lot of Indian restaurants, they require the authentic Indian cook actually. For example, like the person who is working in a dhaba somewhere in India or maybe in Pakistan. So, oh, oh my gosh, it's hot now. Beautiful, man, beautiful. So, I got my hot water. I'm just using my gloves to pick up that lid. Actually, it's like too hot. So I'm just going to put some water over there. Yeah, you can hear the sound of the water. Yeah, I'm going to put some more water maybe. Yeah, so I was talking about the restaurant business. So in restaurant, of course, like we have chef and like chef de party, cook, those kind of occupations, they are in the short list. There are like I like a lot of milk actually. So they are in the short list. So my milk is also ready. Let me show you. So this is my milk. I just use powder milk, and this is my tea. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful, man. Can't believe that. Earlier, for last half an hour, I was just struggling for this getting the fire there because everything is wet here. But now you can see a lot of good fire. So about like restaurant occupation and again tourism, like the person who is working in a travel company, so he can also come there. And of course, like there are plenty of tourism job as well, the walking, so just like a tourist guide, so that's also being required there in Portugal. And Portugal is also a agriculture based country, so we cannot ignore all the agriculture workers, specifically the person who is managing a farm in their home country. So they can apply as a herd manager, they can also apply as a farm manager job, so that also in the short skill list of Portugal. They are also required farming positions, just like a beekeeper, just like a beef what do you call, beef grower, or the person who can do breeding, or who can take care of the cows, or like those kind of animals for breeding purpose, who is having a relevant experience. And guys, always remember, when we talk about the farming jobs, everyone cannot apply for that kind of like jobs. For example, someone is working in a like a bank, or like as a sales role, and if he asks me this question, oh, can I go for a farming job because I can do that, like the labor job? Of course no, that is not eligible actually. So one has to be a relevant experience. So that is a mandatory requirement. If someone having a like um, agriculture background, in either in their own business, or their like what do you call, through their family business, or they are working in a farm, they are definitely eligible for this role. And of course, like someone will tell, like oh, I am a good cook, like my recipes are very well accepted by my family friends, and I can work as a cook there. No, he won't get the visa, or maybe he won't even get a job opportunity. Because when we required a professional job worker, so definitely a person who is working in a restaurant for a couple of years, who can work with like preparation of roti, naan, or like lacha parantha, something like that, or who work in a like tandoor so many years, that person like can easily get a job there. So these are the like few occupation which has been shortlisted in Portugal. I don't believe like one guy was asking about like plumber, and like what do you call plumber. Oh my, this is a nasty shit actually. Can't believe that. That came out of the stove, the wooden, because those was too long actually. So I need to be very careful. Yeah. So what I was telling, if the person is having a relevant experience, of course he can apply that. But the person who doesn't have a relevant experience is not worth it to apply, because he won't or she won't get the job. Relevance is very important everywhere. The person who want to hire you, definitely you have a relevant experience. So don't ask this question, hey, can I go for like out of my job profile, because it's just like a starting role. Yeah, of course, like a farm worker, agriculture worker, they are just the starting role. There a lot of plenty of labor is required in that country. But the person who is working in like a different occupation, and immigration will definitely also ask the same question, like so don't choose the shortcut. So that is my recommendation from my side. And I was telling like in middle of that, when like these wooden came out of, I was distracted. The plumber, electrician, and like like mechanical engineers, they are not been shortlist of Portugal. I can't see anywhere. Of course, like they saying like all the engineers is being required in that country, but that's it, just kind of a generic statement. So I won't recommend like engineers, they should choose and go for this country actually, because it is easy to settle there. But I won't recommend it. Better you guys should try Austria, Germany, and other good white countries. The person who is engineer background but who is having a low skilled worker, he can definitely choose Portugal as a home country, I mean to say. So that is it from my side in this video. I also prepared a job seeker visa Austria, another video. You guys should also have a look over it, and I'm also coming up with another video with Austria short occupation list. There are a lot of opportunity there in Austria as well, and it's a white country. So that's it from my side. Hope you guys are enjoying my videos. So please like and share and subscribe to my channel if you find this video interesting, and I will keep coming with those kind of latest videos with latest visa immigration news. Thank you very much. You have a good day.